In 3, 2, 1, and what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Feature Film or Bust. This is going to bring us into episode number 8 here today. So glad to be joining you here today. I have a whole page of notes here to talk about because a lot of stuff has happened between here and the last video. Our horror feature film, Human Resources, is going absolutely phenomenally right now, and we've really kicked it into high gear within the last month. Excuse the lack of uploads, but I guarantee that is not because we are not working, because we are. And if you follow us on social media, you have seen the news, you have heard it here. No need to dilly-dally anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and get in and just say it. I'm gonna say it right here. 1, 2, 3. Human Resources has a cast, baby. No, we haven't just cast 1 or 2 people, haven't even cast just 3 or 4 people, but my friends, we have everyone's shoes filled perfectly, and I'm just so absolutely amazingly happy to be telling you today that Human Resources, after I don't even know how many months it's been of a casting process, but we have a cast. It's really weird to think about, especially from a writer's point of view, because just thinking back to the initial ideas of the character and now bringing it into the person who's actually going to be portraying and bringing our character to life. So at this point, it basically means this movie's happening, it's real, it's scary, and there's no turning back now. So I kind of wanted to walk through how we ended up finishing this process here. Last week, we had done our initial first round auditions, but Evan and I spent a little bit of extra time for a couple of our characters performing extra screen tests to get to know them better. If we hadn't done a couple of our chemistry tests, we may have mistakenly not cast people who ended up being our number 1 choice for our actors. First round auditions cannot be enough. There has to be at least 2 rounds, because the first round should just be really simple, getting to know, doing a basic scene, and then you can go from there. And then after intense discussion and thought and emails and everything else that goes along with it, we decided we were fully ready and confident to cast the people that we had decided on.
Well, it's been a long casting journey here, and I'm about to send the Instagram post announcing that we cast our film. Here we go. Boom! We did it.
So, without further ado, I might as well let you know the people that we have cast. I know last time I did mention that we had picked our lead character, but I didn't tell you who it was. So I'm going to tell you a tiny bit about each character, and then I'm going to tell you who we have cast for that role. Our lead character is Sam Coleman, a nervous college kid who wants an easy way out of school. He's a character who's really trying to just impress everyone around him, but he really is unsure of what he wants in his life and who he really is. And the person that's going to be bringing Sam Coleman to life with us, his name is Hugh McRae Jr. I'm super excited to work with this dude, and I cannot wait to bring my lead character to life with him. He totally embodied what we were looking for, and he was a great collaborator when it came to doing scenes and really just anything.
It was a joke, okay?
Next up, we have the co-star next to Sam Coleman. Her name is Sarah Brown. When Sam gets a job at the department store, Sarah Brown is the person who he starts bonding with. We needed someone to fill the role of Sarah Brown who could mix playfulness and kindness with a sense of sarcasm and bitingness. Looking for our Sarah wasn't really that easy because oh my gosh. Looking for our Sarah was honestly pretty difficult to me, because every time someone would send us in a tape or do an audition, they wouldn't mix the 2 emotions that I talked about, and they would either come off as too playful or too sarcastic. Our Sarah Brown will be played by a woman named Sarah Jose, who was also an amazing collaborator in auditions and really showed an interest in our project and wanting to bring those 2 contrasting emotions together to form what we have in the script of Sarah Brown. It also helps that her actual name is Sarah too, so I guess she's going full method acting.
Are you kidding me?
Next up, we have Jean, who's our middle manager at the department store, who's a very goofy and dad-like type of mentor to Sam. A few weeks before we closed our online auditions, we found somebody named Anthony Candell. This guy was a perfect encapsulation of the character we were looking for, and he ended up blowing us away in his second audition with a new scene that he was reading, and we knew we had to instantly cast him.
Anthony Candell, my friend. That was fantastic.
The foil to our Jean mentor character is that in our Brian character. Brian is the temperamental boss of the department store who's always freaking out at his employees. This was a unique process because anytime there's an antagonist role, the majority of your self-tapes are going to be the over-the-top, cheesy, yelling type of villain read. But from the start, we were actually really interested in someone named Tim Miserazzi because he really played that cold anger in a very realistic way rather than an over-the-top way. And in his chemistry test, we ended up casting him instantly after seeing him read with our Sam character.
You are so naive.
Another character that we had to cast was our Bill character. Our Bill character is our office weirdo and comedic relief who's going to help to give the story more life. And since we loved the process of working with our actors on The World Within Vincent, we knew we had to get our lead from Vincent in the movie. So I'm very happy to announce that Michael Kammerer from The World Within Vincent will be playing our Bill character. That's super exciting. He's one of the most fun actors I've ever worked with, and I cannot wait to bring another comedic character to life with him. So that's our cast. Go ahead and check out our IMDb page in the description where I've listed all the actors now and a lot of the crew members who have signed on. Human Resources is getting more real as every second passes by. Hey, I'm just sitting here editing and it's been a long time since I shot this initial footage, so I wanted to bring some current updates. After we finished casting the entirety of Human Resources, we actually ended up doing our table read. It went really well. We rented out a room at Chapman University, I did a presentation, the entire cast did a fantastic job, and we did all those cast photos that you saw at the beginning of the video. A table read is something you just absolutely have to do when you're making a movie. It's kind of getting everyone literally on the same page and having a starting point to go off of for the rest of your project. So yep, the entirety of the cast came down, we did a table read, and on to the next step. We also ended up launching our Indiegogo campaign, which is amazing, and you should totally 100% go and donate to it because you'll make me so happy. Okay, you probably already know what this video is about, but before you click away, I would love to tell you exactly why the project I'm about to pitch to you is so important to me as both a filmmaker and as a person. We shot this Indiegogo video with a bunch of my friends over the course of a couple weeks. I shot some of their interviews, but people who couldn't make it down here just sent in their tapes from wherever they're going to school. And we're starting off strong with this Indiegogo campaign, so please, please, please tell your friends, share this story, let's get it going. Indiegogo for Human Resources, let's do this. It's going full speed over here, so just every time I release a feature film or bust episode, there's just way too much that has happened to cover. We actually ended up launching our official Human Resources Instagram, so go follow that at Human Resources Movie. Do it. We've also started the pre-production process on a ton of other stuff. It's going full speed over here, but I'm doing my best here and a lot of stuff is happening. So I'll give it back to my past self to continue the rest of the episode. Bye. So yeah, that's probably only about half of what we've been up to in the last month or so. I'll try to get another one of these videos out here soon with a couple more updates and more specifics of what we've been doing to make this script come to life. Alright, I think that's going to take us to the end of Feature Film or Bust episode 8 here. I'm going to go take a breath and stop talking a million miles an hour. There's nothing more fun than making a movie, and I'm really proud to say that our casting process has come to a close. Make sure to check out everything in the description, share this on Facebook, share it on YouTube, share it to the world, send it on a pigeon, I don't care what you do. Get Feature Film or Bust out there because the world needs to see it, because I want the world to see Human Resources when it gets complete. Alright folks, that's just going to about do it for us here. I didn't even get through all of these notes here. There's so much stuff to be said, but this process is extremely ongoing, and I'm glad I could share it with you here on Feature Film or Bust. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of whatever the heck day you're watching this on, and I hope you guys go watch some more movies that make your soul happy. Alright everybody, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode of Feature Film or Bust. I'll catch you on the flippity flip. Take care. Bye bye.
Another episode of Feature Film or Bust.